few moments later.
So angry that he was like, fuck you guys, I don't want to deal with you because you guys both left me. And
yeah, they get pouty. Cats are notorious for being pouty.
And then, obviously, like I said, my cat was collecting Jolly Rancher wrappers like Infinity Stones.
Yeah, I showed Kara those pictures. She was getting a kick out of it.
Oh, it was hilarious, man. And I didn't get... My dad's like, you can't get mad. I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm like, I think it's fucking hilarious. Like...
No, I mean, no. It's the problem is that if he like starts trying to eat them. But like if he's just chewing on them and then throwing them under the dresser, that's probably
that's all he does. He just chews on them and bats them around more than anything.
Yeah, we have these little. We bought like a little toy gun that's like just like a spring-loaded gun that shoots little puff balls for Nimbus. And I mean they're all under the stove. Yeah, there was 50 of them. If I pull the stove out right now, there's 50 fucking cat toys.
Well, Mogwai, I had a problem with him taking every little toy that he got that was that size or smaller, and he had a problem of taking it into the kitchen and batting it and then purposely knocking them up under the fucking microwave stand. Yeah. And that thing is so heavy, you can't just pick it up and move it. You got to take everything off it and then move it. And then I got smart one day and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a black pool noodle and cut it and then put it around the lip. And that cat got so fucking mad, he wouldn't come near me for like days because he couldn't bat anything up under there no more.
They get mad when you change their environment. So like, I'm going to have to get her a bigger kennel here soon because she's just about as tall as that one, if not as tall.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of the things I got to do this weekend. A, be nice.
Nice, sweetheart.
Be gentle. And I mean, she's just excited. She also was a fucking menace at the dog trainer this week, which was great. We're not starting here, but we're 2 minutes in, and I'm gonna do something of an intro. Welcome to the HoodRat and the Hooligan Welcome to the HoodRat and the Hooligan podcast.
Hello.
Stop biting him. We have an unruly dog in the studio, which is normal now since I've gotten a dog for the last couple episodes. If you paid attention. The big things going on. We have pets, and we're talking about it because that's the only important thing we have right now.
Yeah.
Sit down. Stop trying to jump in his lap.
Yeah, I couldn't say that better myself. I mean, and the fact that, like, you would have thought that when I took his little Jolly Rancher wrapper collection away, that I'd, like, killed his pet or something. It's like how he was screaming because, you know, he's an orange cat. So
yeah, I mean, Nimbus is the same
so
way.
Dramatic.
If anything, like, he's probably yelling in the cat room right now because I closed the door to this room.
Oh, man, he got so mad. And because I bagged it up in the trash and I went to go take it outside. And Dad's like, yeah, you walked out, and he just screamed the whole time when you walked out because of that. And I'm like, that's funny. Like,
he's fucking... I mean, they're both just little shitheads, but Nimbus especially, because he'll come and agitate all the other animals, so he'll pick on, like, Otis and chase him around and bite him and, like, fuck with him, and then Otis gets mad and stop.
See, I don't have that problem with Bash. I mean, Bash just, he'll barrel through the house at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah,
and then,
they all do that.
Well, he'll do that on purpose and do it in a way where it agitates Pepper. And then Pepper wants to chase him.
Yeah.
Of, like, Pepper being an old man, like, fucking quit. Stop being so loud late at night, you know, when I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, well, also, I mean, seeing them run around like that activates their prey drive a little bit, so that's part of it. That's what she gets antsy when Nimbus is running around the house, and then he'll try to fuck with her for, like, a second, and then she's 20 times his size in terms of weight, so
fair enough.
She just paws him to the ground and he just cries, and then when he gets beat up he just runs away and screams. Yeah,
I am absolutely running on fumes, being up since 5:30 this morning, so that
which granted is not crazy. It's only 14 hours.
Yeah, but it was like, man, just spending all that time in the hospital is so uncomfortable, especially the chairs they have.
It's retarded. That's
like, because the chairs aren't even, like, they can't even make it to where, like, oh, okay, you're already having an uncomfortable stay. We're going to give you a chair that's actually comfortable so you're okay. No, it's like, let's make you fucking miserable while you sit here the whole time.
Yeah, they want you to leave.
Like,
hospitals aren't good places.
And then I was like,
90% of the people that work there aren't good people.
Well,
That's just how it works.
Well, we got there at 6 a.m. And
Frontline workers, my dick and balls, they're all pieces of shit.
And then
most of them are pillheads.
They didn't even take him back to like 10. And I'm like, are you there fucking serious? Like,
yeah, the doctor had to rail a couple lines of coke, and then he had to fucking do whatever on his computer for 6 hours. They come in
there and they were like, well, yeah, we had an emergency situation come up, so they had to use the OR before we could get you guys in there. And then, like, I don't know why, but I started feeling nauseous when I was in there, and I was like, man, I'm getting like, I don't know if I've been like partially running a fever or something today. But I've been sweating my ass off, unfortunately. And Dad seen that, and he was like, hey, well, why don't you go outside and, go get some fresh air while it's cool out and go get you a cigarette while you're at it, because you've been in here for quite a while. Right. And he's like, they'll let you know when I'm done. Well, I go out to the garage, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. The first issue I had was, like, I go to sit in my car, and then some old person, because, I'm parked in a handicap spot because I got an amputee with me. Right. And they literally sat behind my car in a parking garage for almost 15 minutes.
Fuck 'em.
And, like, expecting me to move. And I'm like, and I literally had to get out of the car and be like, I'm not fucking moving. Like,
I wouldn't have even done that. I would have been completely quiet.
Well, they were holding up, like, other people, and it wasn't, like, their fault. You know what I mean? Like, so I was trying to, like, help the other people.
No, somebody else should have came out and been like, fucking move, lady. Or who the fuck. Because it's not, that's an entitlement thing on the other person. They're expecting that, like, oh, I deserve this spot. Fuck you. I don't care if you're old.
Well, the problem that I run into because of me being, disabled on my back, it's like, people look at me and they're like, oh, you look like you're a teenager even though I'm 35. And it's like, oh, you're not handicapped. Like, why are you using that? Like,
yeah, it's fucking retarded. That's why I didn't even argue for the thing. I just park in all the veteran parking I can find. I don't argue for the handicap.
Okay, well, yeah, that's fine, because I meant the more and more you look, I'm going to take out more veteran places around, like, parking spots. More and more that I see.
The only place I see is at fucking Lowe's.
Tractor Supply.
I guess. Not here. They don't even have... The parking lot was paved this year for the first time in probably 10 years.
Cooper Heights Walmart's got veteran parking, too.
I mean, I don't go there.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, I'm starting to see it more and more. And that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
But, like, I finally got home and did a couple things, and then I'm like, I was so wiped. It's like, I was so tired that I tried to lay on the couch, and I'm like, fuck, I'm going to try to take a nap. And then, like, I couldn't fucking go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then,
in the middle of the day.
Yeah. And then, like, 5 o'clock rolls around, and I finally fell asleep for, like, 30 or 45 minutes, and then woke up. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to get going. And so, but.
They can't. That's why you can't stop moving. Like, it's taking naps in the middle of the day is... Like, some people say, oh, it's a good thing, you get a nice little burst. No, all it does is slow you down. All it does is start a metabolic process, because when you're sleeping, that's when your metabolism starts working. So all it does is tire you the fuck out more for later in the day, and then you stim max.
And you're not wrong on that, because I woke up, like, sweating my ass off, and I'm like, Jesus, like, it was just burning calories, but the,
Get out of there.
But at that point, I was basically just, like, fighting to stay awake at that point. And I figured, 30, 45 minutes of sleep is probably better than none, especially when I'm going to have to do a lot of driving.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no. So some people say you should, like, hold something off, like, if you're going to sleep, hold something in your hand, like, off the edge of the bed or the couch or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can... Like, when you, like, after, like, 20 minutes of, like, sleep, like, you'll hit, like, REM or something.
Oh, and then drop it.
And then that's when you're supposed to wake up, because that's when you're refreshed. Just trying to get a tennis ball out from under there.
But, well, not
Sammy.
only that, I mean, I drove from Dayton out to here, and then when I leave here, then I got to go to Lewisburg.
Yeah, but Lewisburg is significantly closer.
Oh, thank God. And I know that once I get settled in there and I like get my like night clothes on and like in my relaxed clothes, I'm so excited to play Resident Evil 9 tonight. But it's like, am I really going to be able to last that long to be able to even stay up and do it? Is the thing.
Yeah, probably.
Because I've already got it pre-installed on the PS5, and all I got to do is wait and connect my phone with the hotspot since I don't have internet out there, just for it to authorize it.
Oh,
yeah.
So why does that need Wi-Fi?
Well, it's on that timer, and it'll like authorize it, and then once it authorizes it, then you can access it offline. So I just need it long enough to do that, and I mean I wasn't even. I had the opportunity to be able to get like the deluxe edition with all the different stuff, and I'm like, none of it was really appealing to me, and I'm like, I don't.
Yeah, it's pointless if you don't like the stuff. It's pointless to buy it. I hate people that buy like microtransaction, like cosmetic stuff that doesn't do anything just to have it, to be like, oh, I have the full set of them all. It's like,
but I mean, granted, there's a couple games. There's a couple games where I've had that, like where there's like some stuff like, oh, okay, cool, I would use that,
Yeah, I mean, like for example, the deluxe version of like Mirage, which I do have just because I wanted the DLC.
It did come with like the Prince of Persia stuff. I did use that stuff though.
I mean, the stats on like all the armors, like they're super crazy. So like if you use them like for that makes sense. But like there's nothing I would use in an Assassin's Creed game.
I will say that.
No.
I mean, it gives you like the whole set of like the Prince of Persia stuff, and then the 2 items I ended up using, or sorry, 3.
The dagger's cool.
The dagger is the main one.
The dagger just looks cool. I mean, like it all looks cool, but like it's also like they start out like comparatively to like a mid-level weapon.
The abilities on that weapon are actually really cool too. How it slows everything down with the sands of time, and
if you get hit with a possibly fatal hit.
So, I mean, like I said, those items like that, I obviously, it's something that I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm going to use. But like the deluxe edition for Resident Evil 9, the only item out of that I think I may have used was the original soundtrack for the Raccoon City from their original games.
Right.
And it's like, everything else was like, because you play as Grace and Leon in this game, and they're like, oh, but we got an outfit for Grace that makes her look like Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil 7, and I'm like, or not Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8,
right?
And like, and I'm like, I'm not gonna use that. It's kind of pointless. Like,
yeah, and that's just like them cashing in on horny people, most likely. But like,
100% with that outfit, yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. I'm not one to buy like cosmetic stuff in games anyway, unless it's something I really like. Like, I don't really play battle royale games, but those are notorious for having just like exclusive cosmetics.
A good example that I would say, and I mean, and it's kind of considered a microtransaction, I guess, but the Division 2, the Assassin's Creed crossover that it did, they had some pretty cool shit on that.
I mean, it looks cool, but the Division 2 is like, because I play games immersively, the Division 2 is not something where I'm going to run around with Assassin's Creed gear on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I get like it's supposed to be urbanized and stuff, but like I play that game specifically like, this is the gear that I would wear. Well, this is the gear that's optimal for this situation.
I was hoping that when I seen that crossover event, that I was like, oh yeah, they'll have a modern day like esque tactical gear that looks like it fits into that. But then when I seen it, I was like,
no,
okay, no.
It looks like football pads.
Yeah, and I was like, I was disappointed in it because it was like they used the legacy outfits for it, and I'm like, why? And I'm like, okay, the only item I want out of that is like the actual assassin patch for my gear. Yeah. Like that's it.
Which I'm pretty sure you can just have, because I have the Odyssey patch, and I don't have any Odyssey gear in that game. I just have the patch. I think.
Yeah, I got the patch for it. Yeah, and then the one crossover event that they did do that where the gear actually fit in very well was Resident Evil, the crossover. I mean, because they had like gear that actually, the stars gear and everything like that. It actually fit into that, style. So, but like that, and I got a handgun that looks like a Samurai Edge pistol and stuff. I mean, which is kind of cool, but it's stupid shit like that. But the stuff like what I was saying, like the deluxe edition, they had like a weapon skin for the RSH 12 revolver, and I'm like, I'm not gonna use that. But
yeah, I mean, like for example, the Warhammer game series, like Total War Warhammer,
mm-hmm.
to play as certain factions in the newest one, you have to own the previous games and all their DLCs. So like, and I mean, you have to buy the first one, and you have to buy all the DLC, which is still like a full price game with full price DLC, even though it's like 15 years old.
And so it's like a legacy outfit, basically the way they did it, like in like AC Origins, like you had.
Yeah, but it's every faction other than like 5.
Oh, okay.
So you get to play as like 5 or 6 different factions in like the base game for this brand new game you just bought, and there's like 30 that you have to spend like an extra $250 to unlock.
Damn, that's shitty.
And for that reason, I just rarely play the game unless I feel like playing as like one of the 5 nations. And like all the other ones have like the cool abilities. They're all like the demon lords and all this random bullshit. Like it's all the cool stuff, like the lizard men and it's all stuff that like. It's either you play as the humans that are from France, or you play as the humans from Russia, and then like a few bad guys.
Well, you know what? I don't know why, but when you said like, oh, you gotta buy, all this to get access to this, I don't know why, but it clicked in my head. I remember seeing the train simulator on Steam. Like, have you ever seen that?
I mean, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, so like,
show you
did you actually look into like seeing like how much all the DLC is for that game in particular?
No, but I assume it's retarded because they're buying the rights for train models.
I mean, listen here, okay? Let me tell you something. They cashed in on trying to do this for autistic people that are obsessed with trains.
Yeah, it's 100% targeting.
Yeah, and like they straight up targeted them because if you look up on there, I'm sure you can find a news article about it because that's how I seen it. But it's like all the DLC and add-ons and everything for the train simulator comes out to like 200 something grand.
Yeah.
By the time they're done, and I was like, "There's no fucking way that's real."
It's all microtransactions.
I was like, "Holy shit!" And it is.
And it's just attacking autistic people to be like, "I own a digital version of this train now." What the fuck?
What's that?
This?
Yeah.
Surrounded. Let me go to the store page. I haven't played this yet. It's one of the things I plan on streaming if you want to watch this.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like a zombie survival game, basically.
I kind of figured that's what it was, but all it runs on Unreal Engine, which is good. Oh, I thought that was her. I was like, okay, that's a noise I've never heard.
She's got a pig toy that she likes chewing on. But this is something a couple of my buddies have played, but it recently got like an update, so I'm probably gonna start playing it. But
it's a very, I like the art style. It's kind of cool.
I mean, yeah, it's a third-party developer, so it's gonna be
shitty. I'm not even saying it's really shitty. I'm just saying it's an interesting art style, but the lighting and the effects for everything is like definitely Unreal Engine.
Yeah, but they spent time on the environment more so than the like player model stuff.
Yeah,
but that's just the recent styles that are getting popular.
Hey, I don't hate it.
It looks like it's just gonna be Daisy.
Looks fun, but yeah.
That's one of the things I'm looking at. But I was trying to find this Total War game. Total War. I have a bunch of them right here. This one. So I'll show you. Just because I can just pull this up and show you how many things you have to download to play this fucking game. So it's like all this.
Oh my god.
It's like all this shit. It's fucking retarded. How many things you have? Because just to play like the main good guy faction, like the big one, you have to buy the first game. And like it's still a $60 game.
That's wild.
It's insane. I'm gonna show you this as soon as it pulls up, but it's fucking retarded.
Oh, I will say, I will say this. Like while we're waiting on this, I like. Okay, so I wanted the Resident Evil 9 because like I've been seeing tons of people do like reviews on it and everything, like non-spoiler reviews.
Yeah.
And critics doing reviews, and like, dude, they are giving this game like damn near perfect scores, which is fucking rare for a Resident Evil game. And like,
so look, locked. Back. Oh fuck, I went back too far. So if it's pretty much all of these are locked. I can play as this one. I can play as this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one. And I did buy a couple of them, but originally I bought a couple of races specifically.
Are the ones with the coins like ones you have to buy?
Oh yeah, it's pretty much all of them.
Okay.
It's pretty much all of them. I've bought, but like when you start out, you get this one, which has like five dudes in it, and you get this one that has like 3. It's fucking retarded. And it's so much money. It's like $250 to get them all, last I checked.
But there's people, look at the people who spend money on Star Citizen. I mean, Star Citizen looks so fucking cool.
I've known about Star Citizen since like they started accepting like people paying for ships that were like usable in game, even though they still have people buying like $5,000 ships that aren't even in the game yet.
Yeah.
Back up.
Well, you know, I thought that the idea that they were trying to go for was really cool. Like, you know, obviously it had its own economy and, you know, and everything like that. And then, like, it was so immersive. And then I'm watching people, like, actually fly these ships, like, with a whole fucking rig set up.
Yep.
That's like a flight simulator in their house. And I'm like, that's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, that rig is $10,000.
Yeah, exactly.
To build. You can't buy it.
Yeah, not cool enough to spend, like, 10 or 20 grand. But it's still fucking cool, though.
No, like, if I wanted to right now, just to play, like, a Mech Warrior game, if I wanted to get, like, the flight stick and the pedals and all that, I'm looking at, like, for a shitty set, like, $400.
I believe it. And
that's just to play a robot game.
The one I did see, I think, was DCS is the new, the most current flight simulator.
Yeah, I mean, they're all just iterations of the same thing.
Yeah.
And they're full, again, it's an autistic trap.
100%.
But because the people that are playing that, right, so it's a real-time simulator of, like, airlines. You can fly whatever, you can add different planes. But most people that are, like, consistently playing it, they're flying the planes as, like, a training sim for pilot stuff.
Yeah, well, I played on Microsoft Flight Simulator, and, you know, it was cross-play in between Xbox and PC when I did play it, and I was getting in rooms, man, where, like, people were taking this shit serious, and they were, like, role-playing, like, 100%.
Yeah, it's for 100% autism. It's the same group of retards that go into Red Dead Online, and they role-play, and they try to treat it like it's the 1800s until you do something like
fuck
racist.
me. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I've seen those videos.
It's like the people that take Grand Theft Auto roleplay too seriously. It's a bunch of autistic retards that don't have a social life, and they wish they existed in this world. So it's people that can't become pilots. So they're trying really hard to pretend like they're pilots. And then one day, in their head, they think that they're going to get to fly a plane. They'll never get to fly a plane.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going to be sad and in their mom's basement. And I understand. I'm in this boat when I play tactical games. I'm like, if I ever have to lead a siege, I'm going to know what to do. But I'm never going to lead a siege unless I finally snap and go to the White House.
And then on top of that, or unless the world goes to shit, and I
won't be leading a siege if everything falls apart that fast.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll be hiding.
The only thing I can say is, like... You know, I looked at Mom one day and I was like, so when did you find out I was autistic? And she's like, really? I'm like, what?
They think it's fake.
And I was like, a lot of the stuff that I do, like, matches up to that. And...
you don't have health insurance, but you could go get fucking tested.
Well,
I'm just not going to. I'm just going to raw dog this shit.
I don't believe that, you know, I'm so much more autistic. That's not... Now, I know for a fact that I am ADHD. 100%. 100% that I am.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, however, you know, I might be on the spectrum.
Well, that's, I mean, yeah, everyone's on the spectrum. That's why it's called the spectrum.
Oh,
It's like colors. Everyone's on it. That's what pisses me off. It's like, I'm on the autistic. Yes. If you're normal, you're on the fucking spectrum.
Well, fair enough. But
if you're a normal person, which there's no such thing as normal person, by the way. There's just people that fit into social situations well, and there's people that don't. That's it. And there's also people that can like do both, but like it sucks cock. But like I 100% believe that I'm just a really high masking autist, and this is why. And my mom loves telling this story without realizing like how significant that is to like a child's development. And I wasn't allowed to touch shit in my house when I was a baby. I started walking before my sister was born, and she's a year younger than me. And then I wasn't allowed to touch anything in the house. I would walk around because my mom had like a bunch of like pretty like antique shit and like glass stuff everywhere.
Yeah, mom was the same way.
So I would just walk around and I wouldn't touch anything. I'd point the shit and go pretty, pretty, pretty. I'd do that. That's autistic as shit. I didn't throw tantrums as a child, not really. Only when I got really, really frustrated. But like my mom used to like be so happy. She'd be like, "Oh, it takes so much to get him to throw a fit." Except that I would throw an autistic fit and I would just punch people. I was in this fucking gifted kids class, which nowadays is just special ed because it's full of autistic people.
And
I don't like talking to people. I have to stare at their forehead to do eye contact.
Can I get you to clarify something for me? Because like I actually ran into. I noticed that I'm running into this more frequently. I'm starting to see a lot of people, particularly females, or ones that claim, or ones that claim they are females.
Yeah, retards.
Yeah. They keep saying it all the time. It's like every time you turn around, they're like, "Oh, I've got POTS." Like,
the fuck is POTS?
Okay, so
I've heard of it. I just don't know what the fuck POTS is.
Like, I'm just seeing
like Pepper Potts from Iron Man.
You know, that's my first thought when I think about it too.
You think you're a fucking redhead from the Iron Man universe?
So
stop trying to fuck with him.
POTS is
no.
It's a dysfunction of an atomic nervous system characterized an excessive rapid heart rate increased upon standing, often accompanied by dizziness, fainting, chronic fatigue, and brain fog. It's a chronic condition primarily affecting women of reproductive age. But it's like every time that
you have low iron. That's what that is.
It's like
you have low iron, dumbass.
I'll be scrolling through Instagram, and like I usually will look like at comments on the videos and shit a lot, you know.
I mean, yeah, is you shouldn't do that ever. I mean, it's 99% of the time it's bots, or it's the most hateful thing you've ever seen.
You're absolutely right, but I get but there are really some comments that make me that'll make my day, man.
Yeah,
just reading some of that shit.
Yeah, I laugh at them making fun of the retarded people that choose to put their retardedness on the internet. If you choose to spout whatever your beliefs are on the internet, like we are currently, you open yourselves to criticism. That's just how it is.
Now,
people, if we ever make any sort of money or headway or fame or anything with this, if we ever get to even 3,000 views, it's going to be nothing but people telling us to kill ourselves.
Oh yeah, I kind of imagine that,
and that's fine. You know why? Because the only comment that we have right now on the channel is the only one I'll ever care about. And it's because I made a wigger joke in one of our videos, and he was like, "I'm giving you a comment just for that."
Oh, I remember that. Like, yeah. But it's like every time that I turn around, I either see videos or I see people making comments or something like, "Oh, I've got POTS syndrome. I've got." This,
yeah, and so you're seeing it a lot more because the first time you saw it, you were like, "What the fuck is that?" And you made a face or something, and your phone was like, "Oh, keep sending him that shit."
Well, my thing is like, why do people feel the need to fucking self-diagnose themselves constantly? And
healthcare is really expensive in the United States, and these people that all have this disease, right? this made up bullshit. It's because they don't have enough real fucking problems.
Okay.
Or they cannot face their real fucking problems because they're a coward at their soul. So they make up problems that they make up a problem. It's like, oh, my heart rate every time I stand up is fucking, it goes crazy and I get dizzy. It's definitely not because you're 30 pounds overweight and you have low iron.
Okay, that's a good way of putting it. All right.
Everyone, dude, all day today, up and down, because I was welding shit and I had to stand up and crouch down, stand up, crouch down. It's just part of the job. Mm-hmm. After about 5 times of stand up and sit down, I start getting black spots in my vision. Mm-hmm. That's not because I have fucking POTS. It's not even because I have low iron. That's just because my body is fluctuating blood pressures constantly because I'm going down and up, down and up, down and up. Every time you go up, your body has to fight harder against gravity. So if you don't, and this is the problem, is that these people just in general are never healthy. Even if they look fit, they aren't healthy.
Well, it's like, I've had people tell me before, like, hell, when we worked in the garage.
No.
And it was like, why you work yourself that hard? I wouldn't do that. Like, well, okay. I mean,
yeah, you're a piece of shit.
So, like,
you're a piece of shit.
And I've had people tell me, like, and you've seen it, and people have asked me before, straight in the shop, like, you got back problems, you got, like, heart problems, why do you keep doing this? Like, because I got to. Like,
if you stop moving, especially, so you're doing the right thing in the wrong way, essentially, because, like, what you should be doing is like, physical therapy, and you should be doing, like, very structured, like, water Pilates exercises to fix your body. But you're poor. Generationally poor. So you can't do that. So you're just moving. Don't worry about him. He's just yelling. He stuck his paws under.
Is that Nimbus?
Yeah, it's Nimbus.
Okay.
Actually, it might be Otis. They should be getting fed soon. But so what you do is you just work. You do any sort of physical activity besides, sitting on a couch and rotting away like 80% of the people that exist in the country. It's most of your family. They sit at home and they rot. There's a lot of my family too. A lot of my extended family just sits at home, stuck to a chair, rotting.
Yeah, because how many times do you get a hold of me through the week? Hey, what are you doing? Well, I'm out here fucking in the shed, and or I'm working on a car.
You're usually doing something, and so am I. I'm usually moving or traveling or running errands or working.
I'm trying to be productive. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I've noticed it a lot since we've moved here, right? I'm the only motherfucker in this neighborhood that walks their dog. And I walk the dog twice a day. I walk her at 5 a.m. I walk her at fucking 4 o'clock when I get off work. And she causes a ruckus when we go through the neighborhood because all the other dogs that are either stuck inside or stuck in a backyard with these big ass chain link fences are trying to, they're barking at it. They're going crazy. There's a pit bull that's fucking insane. It looks like it's on steroids down the street. It's a year old. Her name is Willow. She seems adorable.
You sure it's not Terry Crews?
Dude, it's black. He's not that black, but it's fucking, hey, stop it. But, and they both want to just play. I mean, they're both fairly young. The pit bull's still a puppy. They want to play. And they're fat, the entire family down the street. Fatter than hell.
I believe that.
Beyond morbidly obese. Like, there could be a fucking reality TV show down the street, and I don't know it because they're that fat.
I've got a bone to pick with that shit. Okay? Hey, while we're doing this, I got a bone to pick with it.
But, I mean, the point I'm making is that, like, I'm the only person that walks their dog.
Yeah.
And I pointed this out to one of the neighbors, like a street over or something, because they have 2 or 3 dogs in their house. They go nuts every time I walk past their house, and I walk past their house twice a day. And one of them was outside, and I apologized. I'm like, hey, it's definitely me that makes your dogs go crazy every day at this time. And they were just like, oh yeah, it's fine. It's good on you for walking your dog. We can just never find the time. And I was just like, you're sitting in your garage drinking right now, you fucking dickhead.
So, I got a bone to pick because I know we did this last week towards the end of our podcast, but last week we complained about the curse of the Oak Island reality show.
Down. Yeah.
Okay.
Now.
So again, this falls back on. Dad just watches stupid shit.
Yeah,
and
it's because his brain is mush.
Yeah, and I tell him that all the time. But there's one show in particular that he'll watch all the time. There are two shows in particular, which the first one I don't really have a lot of issue with, and that's like The Voice, and that's because people are actually being productive, I guess, in that sense. But, and they're trying to better themselves. But the other show is a show called 1,000-Pound Sisters.
Oh, I know all about this. It's terrible. I mean, it's hilarious, but I mean, those people shouldn't be like glorified.
That's my point. Yeah.
Have you gotten to the part where her boyfriend shows up? Tammy's boyfriend?
No.
I know all about this show. Don't worry.
Oh,
I hate watch this in like 2019.
Well, because Dad was watching it the other day. I walked in like I was taking a break from playing. And
are you on season 1 or is she already done?
I don't even know what fucking season he's on.
Is she still giant?
One of them lost a ton of weight. I know.
Okay, so that's the newest season.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen her with the forehead fat?
I don't think so.
Let me talk about it.
So, anyways, like every time I walk in there and I look at the TV, I'm like, they're always fighting about something, and I'm like, I looked at Dad and I said, why the fuck do you watch this shit? I was like, it's so dumb. And he's like, oh, I think it's funny. And I was like, I don't even find it funny. Like,
it's not funny at all. It's actually terrible.
And I was like, why did they give them a show in the first place? I'm like,
You know why.
We became that bad in a society where, people find entertainment of watching two obese sisters, or three, or whatever, how many the fuck there are.
It's all right. So it's two really fat sisters, and here's the best part. This one is married to a severely autistic man.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, he's the one that drives him around. So this is, I fucking love these retards. Look at, first of all, this is the skinny one. This is the skinny one, dude.
Yes, I did pick up on that. I was like,
that.
What the fuck?
That is a pug. That is a human pug, dude. I watched this when I was in the military. Like I think right after I got back from my first deployment.
Oh, really?
Lay down. And it was fucking brutal. Kara and I watched it together. We loved it. This is I hate these bitches. They need to be shot. This one. So you see, that's not her skull. That is fat.
Okay.
My bills are paid. This is a famous clip. And then watch her get mad. When she gets mad, she can't move. So she can't go anywhere when she's pissed. So she just kind of like toddler flails.
Waddles and all
No,
that?
she can't do that. She's lost some weight with this one. Dude. Yeah, dude. They had like a blog and everything before the show came out. It's how they got the show.
Because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, why are they glorifying this shit, man?
Well, so their excuse is always, we're trying to show people, like this. Oh, yes, dude. So.
Why? Like, I don't.
First of all, this is what your dad's watching all day. I want you to remember that.
I kind of figured as much, but Jesus,
look
man.
at that. Where's the elbow, my friend?
I don't even know where it starts and where it begins.
Look at this, man.
Oh.
Look at this. Dude, look at his shirt. Look at his shirt.
My thing is, like, I don't know if she's looking at me or looking at you, or
his
like,
shirt. Please look at his shirt is inside out.
Inside out. Yeah.
His shirt's fucking inside out.
Oh my lord. And
So that means one of two things, right? His shirt's inside out. That means either he put it on inside out and the producers said, hey, fuck it, don't correct them. It's all natural. Let it ride. This is hilarious. Or his shirt had something so fucking stupid or offensive on it that they couldn't show it on TV. And he didn't have another shirt. So they made him turn it inside out. Because that's how these shows work. There's first, look at that pose. Look at that free. Dude, that's the Kung Fu Panda.
At first, I was like, this is awful. At first I was like, I told Dad, I was like, man, this is awful that they glorify this. And then the more I watch it,
because people like me watch it, and I am fueled by rage.
And then I'm like, you know what? This is their own fucking fault. And that's what I kept thinking.
That's the thing you have to remember is all these people agreed. This bitch is crying in public because she can't go on a nature walk with her sister and her retarded boyfriend, husband thing. She's crying with a walker and a wheelchair. She's jealous that her slightly... Dude.
This is the kind of people we see.
I want to know what his shirt says. It's got a tree on it. I can tell that much. I hate these bitches. I hate them so much. Let me find a thing of them raging. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is after they cried. Fuck, where is it? I want you to see this bitch rage. It's so funny. just look at that.
Just flails.
Dude, just look at how she's laying. Can't even hold her head up. She can't pull her head up to look directly at her sister.
And I looked at Dad the other day, because I guess it was like, what the fuck?
So what's happening in this scene right now is her sister's confronting her about her lack of effort with the weight loss journey, and she's being like, you said you want to get off that walker, and that's what caused this. Fuck. Let me see if I can.
Well, that's what I mean. They're always fighting every time I walk in there.
They put makeup on her for those interview parts.
For what?
For the interview. She's coated in makeup.
Why? Then
coated. She wants to leave, but she can't move. That's the worst part about this.
I told Dad, I was like, this is like the epitome of white trash, bro.
Oh, it's beyond that. Here we
go.
I'm trying to get her spazzing.
You know what that fucking reminds me of? The way that they act? Remember Don Vito and fucking Viva La Bam?
Yeah.
The way he flailed around when he got mad and shit.
Yeah,
that's what it reminds me of, yeah.
Yeah, if they were athletic enough to swing these 200-pound arms around, so they're called the 1,000-pound sisters, right? That one's pushing 600. And the other one's pushing 400. And so the one with the retarded husband is trying to have a kid, but she can't because she's too fat. And so she also can't lose weight by herself. And she can't make I keep saying retarded, genuinely mentally handy. He's severely autistic. It didn't show him talking in any of these, but when I watched the show, dude, they're cutting out the parts where he's whistling and stuff.
Oh.
It's that bad.
Oh.
It's really sad that they put these people on camera.
Yeah,
and then I'm watching it because I'm a bad person, and I'm howling at the TV after working 19 hours on a Bradley engine. I'm screaming at the TV, making fun of these bitches.
Well, I told Dad when I walked through that one day, because every time I fucking walk through, they're fighting about something. And what they happened to be fighting about the other night when I walked through was one of them was having a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And she was mad because she didn't want her sister there, but the rest of her family didn't want to fucking participate because it was Halloween themed or something like that, and they're religious and like.
Dude,
I looked at them.
Dude, they're super. They love scary movies. They are the trashiest people you know. This house exists in every town across America. They just put it in TV. We know 20 people who secretly live like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Your dad is this just without the 400 extra pounds.
Yeah, well, at least I gotta give him credit. At least he's not living trashy. I gotta give him that. Credit where credit's due.
What do you mean he's not living trashy? He goes through a bag of chaw and a 30 rack of Mountain Dew a day.
Well,
that's
no.
That's
I meant
textbook.
I'm talking like, at least the man gets up and moves around and does stuff like that.
Yes, I mean, yes and no. I mean, he's doing everything wrong in terms of his diabetes treatment for the most part.
Oh, I agree with you on that.
I mean, he that is just trashy. Is like the trashiest thing possible is going to the doctor, getting like free medical care essentially, because like he doesn't pay as much as someone who doesn't have like his situation would.
Yeah, you're right.
Like if a normal dude off the street with his exact like medical stuff went in there and had to pay flat out thousands every single time.
I know what you mean.
Time. But so he goes through all this medical stuff, right? And then he goes home and he just eviscerates his diabetic like requirements for his body. He's just crushing the worst parts of Americana possible.
And
that's most people.
And I told him this one day.
Most people in this country.
You know what? I said, and I know that the insulin pump has helped a lot, but I really feel like...
Oh, he'd be dead without it, first of all.
Oh, yeah. Well, when he didn't have it and he had to do injections, I felt like he was a lot healthier. But
because he had to care a little more.
Well, you did, but the insulin pump, and you ask anybody who actually has a glucose pump, that they'll tell you, like, it allows you to be able to eat, drink, and do things that you shouldn't typically be allowed to do.
Yes, I'm aware, and that's the problem. Is that in our country we don't fix things. Yeah, we don't fix things. We fucking
Band-Aid it.
Well, we don't even Band-Aid it. That's the thing, is they don't treat anything. They just say try this. So for like people with diabetes, instead of doing the right thing, because none of our doctors are dietitians, it's very pointed out like constantly. Yeah, that's a disposable.
Not bad.
Yeah, they're like $17.
Not bad. Better than the next one I got. I got that one, and then it literally ran out of fluid in 2 days.
Yeah,
which is.
I mean, also it's they sell them to children, so. These last me like a week, so I'll probably have to get another one tomorrow. But our medical shit in this country is retarded. We do have the best medicine in the world. That is a guarantee. Everyone across the planet comes to America to get their surgeries if they have the money to pay for it.
True.
It's the most expensive medical care in the world because it is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Every hospital in the middle of nowhere, America, has a specialty surgeon that can do some weird surgery.
I've never agreed with it, and I will never agree with the fact that, shit like insulin should cost as much as it does.
Yeah, and that's intentional because the guy that created it, like famously, he sold the patent for $1.
Uh-huh.
But the problem is that he sold the patent for a fucking $1. And then it was bought by the greediest Jews at the time, and then they fucking jacked the price up to $1,000. And like, you don't need insulin. That's the thing. It's like, again, it goes back to these doctors are not dietitians. They do Rockefeller petroleum-based pharmaceutical care.
Uh-huh.
That's not medicine. It's pharmaceutical care.
Yeah,
that's what they call it. Like when you get up into like the administrative part of like hospitals and stuff, it's pharmaceutical care.
Of course.
Because it's not fucking medicine.
Yeah.
There's no real definition for medicine. We have Western medicine, Eastern medicine, Middle Eastern medicine. It's all fucking... You can go to Africa, they drill a hole in your head, and hey, maybe you live an extra year because you had a brain contusion and they let your brain swell.
Yeah.
And here in America, they do something similar. If you have like... There's so many different ways to do medical stuff. But in the United States, we have figured out, for the most part, the most standardized way to get most things done. And the issue is that it's all done by Jews. And it's just pure Jewry across the board because all they care about is money. But that's America.
Well, And what's crazy is like with the Epstein files, the more and more they release on that, the more you're starting to see it. And I mean, hell, I seen something earlier today that it was like,
That's only those videos are only targeted towards people like us.
well, I know, but it's not so much a video. It was just something that was posted on there that one of the representatives or the senators or something like that, he had a chance to see unredacted files that showed Israel had a genocidal weapon prototype or whatever.
Oh, the Goy beam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't care how fake and retarded it sounds. I totally forgot this on the screen the whole time, but I totally choose to believe that it is real because it's funny.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. It's funny. I know for a goddamn fact that the United States could drop a Burger King off in the middle of the fucking Dome of the Rock if they wanted to. So, maybe they have a laser beam. I don't give a shit. All I know is when they were getting bombed by Iran and they were actually kind of scared for a minute because their people were getting mad that they were getting bombed, they didn't use a laser. That's all I know. So, suck my ass. We have lasers. Mm-hmm. I've seen them. They're cool.
Well, I mean,
they give you cancer.
We have seen ultrasonic weapons being used. So
no, our boats have literal directed energy weapons. It was released at the beginning of this year. They just have straight up Star Wars lasers. They don't give a fuck.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen that, but
we don't get fuck a supersonic whatever the fuck. They're just like, hey, have a.
No. I meant like the actual like ultrasonic like weapons that like.
Oh, the Havana syndrome. Yeah. I mean, that's old shit, man.
Oh, I know.
If they're rolling that stuff out now, it's because they don't care about it.
Oh, that and then what? Then they had an account saying that in Venezuela they seen the TR-3B out there.
Yeah, there's an autistic guy that goes through not BlackRock, but they go through patents for like Raytheon and shit, and like all these patents are worded in legalese, right? And I've actually had to help like write the wording for a patent because I did like a logo design for someone, which I'll never see money on. But as far as I know, it still hasn't been patented. It's patent pending. But it's my logo. But so, fuck. What was I talking about? Patents.
Yep.
What was right before that? Bring it back. Havana syndrome. Oh, so there's an autistic guy that talks about patents, and So do you remember the video that came out about the Malaysia Airlines that shows the three little balls circling around the plane? So he analyzed that video, and he compared it to these legalese documents that describe how this little tiny drone thing that Raytheon put a patent in for like 10 years ago, how it works. And it's like a copper-based gravity-free thing that they file a patent on. Because allegedly if you introduce a current to copper, it generates its own like small gravitational field.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because like copper is one of the things that we use in welding because you can't weld copper.
It's mainly what you're talking about is like it's an electrical field that's usually introduced through copper and quartz. Yeah. So and it makes it electromagnetic gravitational field.
Yeah. So in that video of the plane with the three orbs on it, if you look, you can see because it's a thermal video. This dude like zoomed in and went like frame by frame, and he's like, you can see this tiny bit of exhaust go in one end, and then something else go or come out one end, and then something else go in the other end. And then he pulled up the patent. And he's like, look at this patent. It's like this exhaust right here. It's like engineless, like just a little orb. And he's like, the orb description was exactly what was in the video, and he just started going nuts, being like, "I fucking got you, Raytheon! I found it. You're the aliens. You disappeared this airplane and all that stuff." I haven't seen shit from his video since.
Shit!
It was right around the time that like all the planes were falling out of the sky.
Well, like the TR-3. Well, anybody listening, if you don't know what the TR-3B is, look it up. It's a triangular aircraft that uses, or supposedly uses anti-gravitational technology.
Yeah, but which in theory, like I think that's how like the F-35 is supposed to work. Because I think they have like a version of that and like the Harrier jet and stuff. Because in my brain, the way they have like those jets designed to where like the thing in the back points straight down and it creates enough downforce that the whole thing goes up. It's like this doesn't make sense to my brain.
Well,
in terms of physics.
If I remember correctly, I don't know if it's TR3B or not, but I do know that originally started with the Nazis. They had came up with a gravitational technology where they spun mercury at a very high speed,
Mm-hmm.
and that would, be able to cause like a gravitational field, to where you could use for propulsion, something along the lines of that. But yeah, I mean, some of that stuff is crazy though. But just like, well, look at the shit that like Bob Lazar talked about. Element
Bob
115.
Lazar.
Yeah, the one element 115. They said it didn't exist and blah blah blah, and then we synthesized element 115. I mean, nothing that was stable, but
allegedly. But element 115 is like one of the oldest scientific rumors since the periodic table was like finalized.
Yeah.
Tesla talks about element 115.
Well, yeah, they've been able to synthesize it, but they've not been able to make a stable, or they claim they haven't been able to make a stable version of it. So
I mean, at this point, man, I think that lizards live in the ocean with giant motherships, and they just control everything.
Very good possibility.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, fuck it.
Hey, it's not the craziest thing I've ever heard.
No, I mean, allegedly the moon's hollow, so it could be Nazis up there.
You know what, though? The more that I looked into that, where they said, like,
no, I know the explanation.
Yeah, like, well, no. What they said about the moon being hollow, and then, like, I guess, like, an ultrasonic, like, vibration was made, and, like, the way it echoed or something off the moon had basically that proved it was hollow or something like that. It was I'm trying to remember what video that was.
So what I watched was it wasn't like anything they shot at the moon. They actually just placed like seismic devices on the moon, and then what they registered was like things landing and taking off from the moon, and then they would something would take off from the moon, set the charges, like the sensors down, and then they would take off, and then the next team that landed, they would collect everything and all the stuff that hit the moon.
I think AJ did a video on that.
Probably.
Yeah.
But so what they found is that the moon has like huge like hollow pockets inside of it. It's not like completely hollow because that makes no sense. Like they're like it can't be completely hollow.
Yeah.
But so what they're guessing is that at some point when the moon still had a spinning core, and it still had magma and all that shit, because it's just part of the Earth that got smacked, allegedly. They so they think that like it's when the core stopped spinning, like all the magma stopped flowing, and when magma and lava stop flowing like underground, it creates like volcanic caverns. So they
like tunnels and stuff like that.
Yeah, so they just think that's kind of what happened. But I fuck you. It's a spaceship.
well, you know what? It's a reflection. Have you ever?
It's got a reflection of the continents on it, allegedly.
Have you ever seen the trailer or the movie called Iron Sky?
Yeah, it sucks.
Okay, I know it does, but I'm just saying that. I mean, again, I've heard of crazier shit. So
there's a million like Nazis coming back conspiracy theories. There's a movie called Contact where the aliens sent back like a video of Hitler giving a speech.
Oh yeah, Contact was a good movie, man.
Yeah, but and the reason why they would send that is because he sent videos to space. We all fucking did.
Mm-hmm.
There's a set. By the way, we also just recently got something back from space.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Yeah, there's it's one of the mining satellites. They went to like a comet and they took some minerals off of a comet and brought it back. It just landed in the desert like sometime this week.
Was it that one that just like entered our solar system recently or whatever?
It's not the one that they're worried about.
Oh, okay.
It's not that one. This is like it's a comet that starts with a B, but like it's one that they sent like a mining mission to 7 years ago, and it just came back.
I'm gonna have to look into that tonight.
Which is really funny. The thing is, like in assuming that everything they say that NASA tells us about space is true, it's like the amount of math that required, because there's nobody controlling these things, is enough for me to go, that's bullshit.
Well, I mean, look, I take everything that NASA fucking says at face value. I mean, look how much shit that they have doctored
Everything. They've never released an undoctored image of space.
Yep. Well,
or of the Earth.
Look, they doctor the fucking photos of Antarctica and all that.
Constantly. You can go on an Antarctic cruise right now that like allegedly takes you to like the part that's closest to like the tip of South America.
Mm-hmm.
But like from I did like a like very surface level reading into it. Like they just take you to like a fucking coastline near there and say it's Antarctica. There's no proof that it's Antarctica. It's just like a bunch of glaciers.
Wow. Well, you know, my thing is like if they weren't hiding shit down there, then people would be able to freely be able to go to it.
Yeah, so I actually know, this is like a really weird story that I know. I know someone whose grandpa was one of the private oil company guys back in the day, before like the government like bought up a lot of them. Mm-hmm. So like when Rockefeller was getting big and all these big, there's like a show, like the Landman show, is about like small oil companies that all banded together because the big ass ones were kicking them out. So this is one of the guys that didn't band together with someone. He was just like, I don't need people, and then the government took all his oil land. Mm-hmm. But all this oil land he owned was in Antarctica. Oh. Because at a certain point in time in the early 1900s, you could just buy land anywhere. Like you could buy land in Antarctica, like how you can buy land in Scotland like right now. Back then, like he bought allegedly a bunch of land in Antarctica with oil rights specifically. And then it was taken from him because the Antarctic Treaty was signed in the 70s. Mm-hmm. And he had been like moving materials to go do an expedition to start setting up like rigs and whatnot. So this dude was pissed, and he started his own expedition. Apparently, like he got all the way down to South America, and he was like renting, like yelling and begging people to get a boat to take him to Antarctica. That's my fucking land. I own that. I'm going there, like type shit. And he got arrested. And he got sent back, and like I think they paid him out for it, but it was just like such a small amount that like compared to like what they claimed the oil reserves of Antarctica were, they were like, it's fucking, he's like, he should be a billionaire. Wow. And this guy who told me this, he's not known to be a fibber. Mm-hmm. He has been known to horse feed a little bit. He's been known to exaggerate, but I do believe this just because he is such a passionate hatred when he's telling the story.
Oh yeah,
because I'm just like, oh yeah, like if your grandpa told you this when you were a kid, like I would believe it as much as you do, so it's probably true.
Oh man, look what grandpa told us, like, you know, Air America and all that bullshit that he knows.
Oh yeah,
I mean, look how passionate he was about that, and we were like, oh yeah, there's something. He's seen some shit,
so I mean, he told us that like 8 years ago, and then like 3 years ago, like a whole documentary came out about Air America.
Yep.
So it's just like, oh, I know this.
I
look like a psychopath being like, oh yeah, I know all about that. And they're like, how? This just came out.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh yeah, you know, Grandpa told us.
So yeah, we know an old man who did retarded shit with drug dealers.
Yeah.
On the government dime. All right, well, we're going to clear this. This is slightly longer than normal.
Oh, that's okay, though.
It's fine. I'm just watching you get ready to fall asleep over there.
Huh? Oh, no. I'm not hitting that point yet. I am tired, but I'm not hitting that point yet.
Yeah. Check us out on YouTube. This is the HoodRat and the Hooligan podcast. I'm doing Warframe streams probably this weekend at some point. Scarecrow Games on YouTube.
I might swing you on that, because I have Warframe installed.
Yeah, I just had to start a new character, so I've been grinding with my buddies.
Yeah, and it's crossplay, so...
Yeah, it better be. And it's also a free game. But
yeah, true.
Later.
See you guys.
Bye.